Happy Sunday, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope you're well. I hope you guys all had a great weekend. Figured we'd start a little early. What the hell, right? Why not? Let's see who's come to hang out with us. We've got Miss Pinky. How are you, Pinky? Alexis, hello, sweetie. Janice and Shirian, hello. Miss Betty, how are you doing tonight? Let's see who else. Who else? I don't want to miss out on anybody. Did I get everybody so far? I don't know. I'm still looking. I'm still looking. Guys, I'm exhausted. It's been one hell of a day. Actually, one hell of a last couple of weeks has been just horrible. 84 and cloudy. Nice. I'll take it. I'll take it for sure. It poured rain on and off all day here today. Um, just a miserable, miserable day. But it's better than snow. Better than snow. So Jenny says we usually have rainy season. Fly pest spotted. Then comes flying termites all summer long. Pesky wasp bees. Oh my goodness. Yeah. All those lovely bugs. We gotta love them. So, okay, guys. Hello, hello, Leanne. How are you? Good. Leanne, I needed that. I needed to get off my lawn. Oh my God, where do I begin? This morning we got up and we're going to go get mom up and ready to rock and roll. And um, she wasn't acting right. She was acting kind of funny. She had strange swelling in the corner of her eye. It looked like a giant blister. And I was thinking, oh God, now what's wrong? And then we had a hell of a time. She didn't want to get up, and I got her up, and we got her going. She had her breakfast, and I washed her face off. I figured maybe she got something in her eye, and I helped wash the face, and we have medical soap, so I help sterilize her face. And she was doing okay, and then I come down after the fact again because it's manicure and pedicure day, and I'm doing her nails, and she's kind of like leaning forward, acting really listless, and then drooling. And I'm thinking, oh my God, what the flip is going on? How's it going, Steph? So I said, you know what? Something's wrong. And I told my father, we're going to have to bring her back to the hospital. Something's just not right. So we wrapped her up, got her in the truck, which was just an awful ordeal. Got her in there, and then got her back to the hospital. Told them what was going on. They brought her back there, hooked her all up, poked her full of holes like they normally do. And long story short, 4 hours later, she's fine. All her levels are good. Everything came back good. Nothing on the scans, all normal. They said that the swelling, and it ended up switching from one eye to the other eye. Really weird. The doctor said that's normal with anybody that's had any kind of head trauma. Um, Fluid will build up in one or whatever. It's just a process. I didn't have no idea. And I just didn't want to not paying attention to it because God forbid, I neglected something and then it caused an issue. But then my father and I sat down and had a chat, and we've both agreed that we are pretty much at the end of our rope here. We're exhausted. Everything we have hurts. It's getting more difficult. So we decided we were going to put her in a nursing facility. Well, I did some research and I found out that mom's not going to be going into a nursing facility because they will wipe my father out financially just to take care of my mother. I just don't, I, you know, you don't know where to go from here. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. And so, um, we're just going to have to figure out a way to get in-house nursing care, and we're just going to have to pay out of pocket for it because the nursing home will take all of my mother's money, they'll take all my father's money. uh, it's just a nightmare. So between the downer with the gonna do the shower install, which would have cost thousands of dollars, and we decided we're gonna have to do that ourselves. And then now I've got to start tomorrow looking for in-house nursing, at least just for a couple of hours a day, just to give us a break. Because otherwise, yeah, I can't have them. And it's funny because New York State is actually the only ones that do that, where you put a loved one in a nursing home, even though you've got insurance coverage, and some of the, they would get my mother's Social Security money, but then they're saying they're going to take my father's as well. What the flip is he supposed to live on? And they don't care. So I'm just gonna have to keep going. I am so exhausted. I just don't know where I'm gonna get the energy from, but it's just something I'm gonna have to keep doing, and hopefully I live through it. That's all I've got to say about that. It's just bullshit. So now you see, people that don't have insurance or any extra money coming in. Now you know why people are left at home and just left there to pretty much rot, because there's no way anybody can afford care, and it should be illegal. I'm sorry. Let's see. Yes, that sucks. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, it does. I actually had a breakdown today. I've been strong up until this point, and I just felt that I let her down, and I just the floodgates opened because just so much. Hello, William. How are you? Hey, Susan. It happened when my hubby's mom ended up in a nursing home. It cost a fortune. Yeah, $20,000 a month. And if you don't have it, they wipe you out. And if you own anything, any kind of assets you have, home you got, they put liens against all of it to get their money. And I just can't have that happen. I just can't have that happen. So hopefully I've got the strength just to continue. And we'll get somebody in here for maybe a couple hours a day just to give us a break in between. It's just, this whole thing has just been hell. So that's the update, guys. I'm still alive, thank God, and kicking. And hopefully I'll survive this. I'll survive. I don't know. We got to do the best we can, right? I was just totally wiped out from today, and I'm exhausted right now. But I didn't want to miss hanging out with you guys and just chit-chatting a bit. And so I don't know how long we'll stay on, but I wanted us just to hang. It's kind of it's going to help me relax. Like I said, I needed to get off my lawn. That was good. And then we're at the emergency room, and my sister was being nice. She asked them, where could we go outside and have a smoke without getting yelled at? And the guy goes, well, all the way across the street, which is like a block and a half walk to the street. And I looked at the guy, I go, yeah, that ain't happening. I don't care if you like it or not. And my sister goes, yeah, what are you going to do about it? And we went out front, away from the doors. There was nobody around. And we were over in our little corner and had our cigarette. And we don't throw this stuff on the ground like everybody else does. Excuse me. We dispose of it properly. And I said, go ahead, let him come out here and say something to me. Mouth off to me, rent a cop, and I'm going to let you have it, because I was not in the mood. I was so sick. I was so hot because it was horribly hot in the hospital. And all I wanted to do was come home and just crawl into bed and die. I was just, oh my God, I was so sick. Thank you, Leanne. This is very nice of you. All right, guys, I'm going to try not to cry. I just, everybody has their limit, and I think I've reached mine. And I had to admit it today. I had to admit it. And definitely, Leanne, it deserves a superstar. I want to thank you so much. Oh my God. So let's do a little yeehaw. Alexis, listen. Are you guys getting any feedback? Because I forgot to shut my sound bar off. And another yeehoo for Alexis. Thank you so much, Dowlin. I just, like I said, I'm shot. No crying in the miniatures, it won't stick. I know. I've just, like I said, I've reached my limit. Just, it's just pure exhaustion. And you don't realize how much this sucks the life out of you until you're just faced with all this crap. It's just horrible. How's it going, Ace? Welcome in. Sound is good for me. Okay. I just want to make sure you guys didn't get any feedback from the sound bar because I forgot to shut it off. Hello, Mrs. Prism. How are you? I hope who did I miss? Did I miss somebody? I hope not. It's just, I can't even focus on anything anymore. My brains are fried. And the doctor explained, he goes, there's just really nothing we can do because that's just the way dementia works. It's ups and downs, and there's just nothing we can do. So we just have to face each day as it comes to us and do the best we can. So that's what I'm holding on to. Holding on to that. Oh my God, it's just so much. But hey guys, there's our little town there. Look at the train. Look how cute. I apologize. I didn't have time to do my nails today, so they look like shit. Sorry, guys. How unprofessional. But there's our train. This slides out with the train. When I have it on the track, but this slides out like that, and then you make our little train goes forward. Choo-choo. So cute, cute, cute. This was really fun and if you guys have noticed, yeah, Susan, yeah, that's all I can do. You can beat yourself up as much as you can, but we can't do anything about it. So look at guys, I had to show you. Hey Peachy, how are you doing? Look, the new camera shows the close-ups. Look at, oh my God. So you guys can see all that stuff, more detail. You got the little bunny on the table there, and there's a kitty waiting by the piano. We're going to light this up. Little Harry Potter world. Yeah, isn't it just so fun? But I wanted you guys to see that all the way around. I'm going to push this back in there. Get her train back on there in the right place. And I'll turn the lights on and then shut the big light off so you guys can see it all lit up with the train. But let's do a spin around so you can see. How stinking cute is that? Hey, man, this is so cool. Love it. Oh, hey, Admit. How's it going? Wait till you see what we got coming, Admit. You guys are going to, this is the beginning of the ship. I'm coming down of my weekend away. Sad to be home. Oh, but at least you got a chance to go away. I'd give my left arm to be able to go away for a few days. But I can't leave Dan home alone with my mother. So, but here we go. I'm going to try to do this smoothly as I can. And remember I was telling you how this kind of looked empty. And I added in the little flower box. And I made all the little flowers. So you can just see a close-up of those flowers. So it's just too stinking cute. And then we've got our backside with our power box and music box in there. I love it. Love it. It's great. So we are going to turn on let's turn this off. Oh no, the lights went out in Georgia. And I'm going to I get done wrecking the joint, I just knock something off. I'll have to reglue it. That's what happens when you're working in the dark. I want to turn on the house so you guys can see it all lit up. Yeah, I knocked off the light. I'll have to replace. What you call it? I can replace that. Not a big deal. And there that is, all lit up. Isn't it amazing how much that lights up by all those just tiny little lights? It's so stinking cool. But now you can see all of that detail all lit up. They really are really fun to put together. See all the little cabinets and all the little things there that light it all up. So fun. So there you go, guys. Also, yeah, and you did hear the music the other day. So it's just a great project. And of course, I already told you that I've got my eye on the next one is got moving parts. It stuff moves. So that's going to be really cool. So we're going to turn this back on. And so you can see all that lit up. So purty. Okay, I'll shut that down. And I'll have to glue that lantern back on that I ripped off with my fingernail. Oh, thanks, Sherry. Where do you get one of these to make? You can get them at Amazon. They have all different ones. This is actually the fourth one. Yes, the fourth one that I've put together. No, one, two. This is the fifth one I've put together. So actually, I'm kind of like making a little village. It's so cool. And, if you're going to do it, you follow the instructions, but you customize it because I customize each one that I do. Um, like with this one, I painted all of the trim because I didn't want the raw finish. The awning back here, where it has the stained glass, that I trimmed out in those black strips because the edges were raw and it looked unfinished. I didn't like it. I added the flower box because I thought it was kind of empty, kind of plain. So when you do these, I always encourage everybody, make it your own. So that you put your own little touch on it. Also with this one, there was sections in it like right here. They had all bare wire here, so I saved a lot of the strips from here and made a camouflage patch. It shows up a little brighter because of the light, but when this bright light is off, it blends right in. So you're not seeing white wires streaming down the backside of it. I didn't think that looked very good. Sometimes I've added extra lighting because I thought the room needed a light. I've done stuff like that. So it's all up to you on how you want it because it's going to be your piece. They are addictive, Peachy. They really are. And I enjoy doing them. And like I said, I have a whole village. By the time I'm done, either I'm going to have to start either selling them, giving them away. I don't know. Like here in this little window here, look at the detail that you have. The little coffee cup. It's going to refocus there in a sec. Even has the coffee on the inside of the cup. A little tiny fork, each cake with. You can see that. Look at great. How great that is. It shows right up. So much fun. A lot of the framing for the signs. Oh my God. This camera's doing its own thing. For the signs and stuff, I painted the trim on them because it was unfinished and I didn't like it unfinished. So yeah, you got to make it your own. Oh, it looks great. Thanks, guys. Thanks. I always tell everybody, yeah, always add to it and make it your own because it's just the best. A lot of them have the raw edge on the railings and stuff. It just doesn't look good. It just doesn't look like it's finished. I mean, on your house, you're not gonna not paint the trim, right? So I always paint out the trim and I add things to it. This one didn't have potted plants, so I added potted plants to it. It just gave that finishing touch, So that's what we do. What is next? What is next is we are going to be working on the Flying Dutchman. And that is what is next, guys. Now, when I opened up the Flying Dutchman box, let me remove this so you guys can see. So now you're going to see all the glue and stuff. When we started, I thought the Flying Dutchman that I purchased had a was made of wood. It's not. It's made of a heavy duty cardboard. And I'm thinking, oh, great. But not for nothing. It looks pretty freaking cool because I've already started it because I wanted to be ahead of the game for you guys. And I did the skeleton, actually the bone work of the ship. So here it is. That's what it looks like. And you can see this is going to be pretty big. I'm going to probably have to give this to my nephew because this thing's huge. And I also installed the lights that they gave us. So you can see the lights had to be weaved all through the ship so that all of those sections had light. They do not recommend that you glue any of this stuff, but I did because when you're putting it together, some stuff would pop up and then you got to redo it. I didn't want to have any damage caused to any of the pieces. So I was gluing down the joints to keep everything ship shape. You know what I mean? And what we're going to be working on tonight is finishing up the installation of the wire box. And that happens in the back end of the ship. And I'm just going to show you guys how we're going to do that. And this is what we're going to be working on. Really cool. It really is cool. So that's where we are. I wanted to get this started so that you guys had a general idea of what we're working with. Now, the cardboard, like I said, is pretty heavy duty. And it is a 1/4 inch thick right there. They give you a tool to help poke out the pieces, but I've been using my fingers. But if you've got like small round pieces like we did with the for the wiring, you have to poke those out. It makes it a little easier. And of course, I always tell you, use what tools you've got. Whatever works, use it. You know what I mean? Let's see, I love ships. Ship shape. That thing is huge. It's not a miniature by medium. Exactly. I didn't think it was going to be this big. And then when I start putting it together, I'm like, oh, crap. This is a little bigger than I thought it was going to be. So, but it's what we've got and it's what we're going to work with. So let me see. Hello, Julie. Yeah, it's definitely interesting. They claim that it takes 7 hours to put together. I forgot how long I worked on this part because even though it's pretty sturdy, you still got to be careful because of what it's made out of. If you push too hard, you are going to bend it and cause a crease, and that's what you don't want to do. So I am going to turn the screen a little bit better for me so I can see what you guys are chatting about while I'm putting the back end on. Because here's our instructions. A little bit of a book, but it's pretty cool. Each piece is individually numbered, which I think is fantastic, and labeled. I'm going to show you that on this piece here. They're big sheets that you get. And then you could see here, they have the number here, but also on the piece itself, on the back side, it's numbered. So you're never going to lose what parts you're looking for. You know where it goes. I just think that is just awesome. I wish they did better markings on the other miniatures that I've worked on. Because sometimes it's not marked correctly, and then I would have to look at the photograph to reference what the heck piece I was looking for. So we are going to be working on the back end where where the light box is going to have to be placed. So, of course, I've got to jump into the instructions and see what the hell we're doing. So, yeah, it's pretty cool, guys. I think you're going to enjoy it. It's going to be awesome. when it is finished. And then this is the tool I was telling you about that they give you. Hey, Carla, how's it going? This is the puncture tool that they give you. And you use this to poke out all the little small little spots. They also recommend you using it to poke out the pieces from the boards. But I find if I just use my thumbs and put it in the right places, it just falls right out. So, but I mean, you use what you have to. That's okay. Whatever makes it work better for you is the best way to go. I know a lot of people are, oh, no, you got to follow the directions to a T. Whatever works to make it easier for you, that's what I always tell everybody. Okay, so now that I've got it, technically it's all wired up, ready to rock and roll. What we probably should do is see if the wiring is going to work before I even go any further. So that means I got to grab a couple of batteries after I unscrew the box. We've got the box screwed down. Let's get out our handy dandy trusty screwdriver and loosen that bad boy up. How was Carla's day? I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you had a great day. Guys, don't mind the swollen hands. Like I said, I'm all messed up, and now it's spreading to the left hand. So pretty soon I'll have to pick my nose with my elbow. By the time I'm done with all this. All right, and these are triple A's. These are double A's. So let's grab a couple of double A's. Our battery box. Always buy your batteries by the box, guys. You never know when you're going to need them. I'm getting a chance to calm down today, Carla. It was a bad day, Carla. But I got my batteries in. Let's see. Look at this. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's green. Is it freaking cool? Oh, that is so awesome. Look at that. Freaking green. Let me shut this other light off so you guys can see. That is freaking cool. Look at that's just so cool. The glow of green. That is going to look wicked when it's all put together. So now that we know if the lights work, oh, freaking awesome. I love it. I love it. My day went well, Lord. Thank you. Played a lot with Mikey. Oh, great. I spent the majority of my day in the hospital with my mom, Mr. Carla. It was round 2. I'll explain it to you later. We already went through the Downer Debbie thing at the beginning of the program, so let's. I don't want to relive it. So I'm trying to forget about it for a little while. Excuse me. Hey, Ozzy. Hello. So let's put the screw back down in there so that we know we don't lose anything. So there we go. Best screwdriver ever. It's a Craftsman. Best screwdriver. Hey, extreme close up. Still getting used to this new camera. It's pretty cool. Knock it off, camera. Knock it off. It's okay, Laura. My joints are always swollen. Yeah, it's just getting worse, Julie. I'm afraid to go have it checked. I'm thinking rheumatoid arthritis. So I'm going to have to order. I looked it up online. I got to order it. Next time you see me, I'm probably going to have gloves on. Just to control the swelling. Okie dokie dookie. Let's see. We are going to need, for the back portion of this build, let me flip this over so you guys can see what I'm looking at. This is the section that we're working on. And according to this, we need 254. Oh, actually, they want us to put this together first. And this is done 2 times. So it's these end pieces that we're putting together first. So that's 250, 251, and 252. So that's what we got to look for. Random zooms are funny. I know, it's just, hey, look at all the junk. Okay, so I'm going to move this out of my way for now, just to put this section together. So I need another table, guys. This is really sad shit, isn't it? I rearranged everything so I had more room, and I still don't got enough room. Camera's so naughty, but I'm loving it. Aren't you guys loving it? It's so cool. I just love it that now you guys can actually see what the hell is going on. You know what I mean? Instead of the blurry hot mess we had before. Okay, I said 250 and 51 to 52. So let's find 250. And it's nice also on the pieces. It's numbered on there, telling you, like here. This is. It'll say, oh, for the love of Mike, it'll say P5, whatever, and then that top corner, it'll tell you the number range that's on this specific board. So we're looking for the 200s. Picture is very crisp. Yeah, it is. So I'm saying, when I first used it on a live the other day, I said, I hope I ain't scaring the shit out of anybody, because now you actually get to see what I look like. Probably saying, oh my God. No. So let's find the 250 board. 250, is that it? No. Watch, it's gonna be the last board. I guarantee it. Slide that out. That's the 227s. That's not it. So let's put that one back. It's here somewhere. What is that? That is 230, 244. Nope, next one down. It's gonna be, I told you, it's gonna be the last board. Just because I said so. Yep, there it is. There it is on the bottom. So there they are. This is the pieces that we need. All of these pieces I have to pop out. Let me see what everybody's saying. Yes. Oh, good. See, I'm glad you can see much better. Yeah. See you in a bit. I'm modding in an hour and a half for those burrito belchers. Oh no. The burrito freaks. I know. Those guys crack me up. They really do. So see, normally they would tell you to use this to poke out what you gotta have poked out. But if you're gentle with your fingers, you could get it poked out just as well as using that piece. But the piece does come in handy for the smaller sections. So, and then you're just gonna slowly remove it, gentle from the board. And then you've got your piece right there. And then there's a center insert that gets popped out as well. Kapoing! And actually, that kind of looks like a bat. I might save that and use that as a bat. So that's one. So let me pop all of these little pieces out of here. Now see how it has like that little tongue section there? You're just going to grab your piece and pull that and slide it out. Comes right out. So we need all of those. See you adding it. Looks good. Yeah, I know those. The burrito. They should call themselves the Burrito Brothers. Steve and Alex. I didn't know Steve was going to be going on. For shame, for shame. Because I don't like to miss Steve's show. Steve always has a pretty interesting show. Slowly remove. Be as ginger as possible. These will look cute as little bats. I'm going to keep those as little bats. Too cute. So, all I know is, after this, I'm probably going to crawl into bed, turn on somebody's program, and probably pass out. Because I'll have to be up early tomorrow. get my mother situated, and then get my butt back upstairs in time to do the morning brew, which I haven't even put the thumbnail out yet, but it's coming, guys. I promise. And after the doctors at the hospital, the doctor at the hospital was fantastic. Very nice man, explained everything in detail. It was fabulous. So it was really nice. He did a very thorough job and just said, "Yep, we can pack her up and bring her home." So that's what we did. So okay, so now we've got all of our parts, and like I said, see, you've got this is the outside finish, but you still have your number on the inside. So even though you've got this pile of stuff here on the table, you still have its numbered so you're not lost on what you're supposed to do. That's what I love about this one particular kit. It is definitely a bonus. Now we have 4 pieces, and we're going to end up with 2. So that means they want us to double up. So we are doing 252, 251, 52, 51. And I want to make sure how they want this done because I don't want to put the numbers on the wrong side. It's not showing the numbers on the outside. So the numbers, when you put this together, the numbers are going to be facing each other so that when your finished product, you'll have just the ship design, the wood design. So we're going to put them together, and then we have these like little C-clamps that we have to slide into place into these notches. Now, this is pretty sturdy. Like I said, this is actually pretty easy. But you're going to slide it in. Sometimes it could be a little tight. You can use a little force, but not too much because you don't want to bend anything. So you got to have one on each side. Make sure it's leveled off. And most of the time, like I said, with a lot of it, I've been adding glue because I want it to stay together. This is giving me a little trouble because it's not even. So I got to even it out and slide that bad boy into place. When it's even, it'll work. Come on. All right, what's holding it up here? I don't see anything in the way. It's just being difficult. See, this is what I'm telling you. When you're pushing it on, you could be a little forceful, but not too much, because then we're going to crease it and cause an issue. I see what's going on here. It's a little uneven. So I'm going to take one of my tools, level out that piece on the inside because it's giving us an issue. Make sure that we have no excess. And then we'll try her again. Give her another go. Let me see. Let's see. Hey, Mark, how's it going? What did I miss? That sounds so dirty. Oh, hey. Take it as you will. You know how it is around here. You never know what's going to show up in the chat. Is that? It's not even. It's not cooperating. Okay, so we're going to have to figure out why this don't want to go in. It's hanging up in that one section. Yeah, one section there. There we go. I kind of had to do a sideways maneuver to get that in there the correct way. There we go. So that we have that one section together. Now we're going to do it on the same. We'll do the same for the other. We'll set that there so you can see it. Again, numbers that are on the inside facing each other so that we have 2 finished outside edges. So it looks real pretty. Mine keeps buffering. Oh, no. Well, actually, when I first started this, there was an issue, and I'm thinking, great, here we go. That'll just top off my day. You know what I mean? Why not? Why the flip not, right? Generally, this is pretty easy to work with. But these two pieces, here we go, I got it, are being a bit of a pain right in my shorts. Got it on. Straighten this one out. And everybody, they said, why do you do this? It must be nuts. This is where I find my peace. So maybe that's the only thing that's keeping me sane at the moment. Is doing this stuff. Keeps my mind off everything else. And there we go. Number two. Number two is in place. So now we have both pieces together, guys. Let's take a seat. It's very, very windy here. Or it's the new phone. Oh, you got a new phone? Julie? Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. Especially when it gets tight. Yeah, it gets tight. Tight, tight, tight. So, okay, now the next parts that we need are the lower section where that battery unit is going to be going into. So we've got to have 254, 55, 57, and 58. Apparently they didn't like 56. Oh, 56 is going to be the door. So 4, 5, 7, and 8 is what we're going to have to look for. And it should be all on the same board. Yeah, we had just shit rain all day. It was just terrible. All right, this is 54. That's pretty big. Good gravy. So, and this has smaller sections, so I can show you how that punching tool works. So we're just gonna push that through and get this piece out gently, gently. And there we go. We're just gonna get that one piece out so I can show you guys how this works. And seeing that these pieces are going to interlock, we're probably going to glue them. So, Miss Julie, did you get a new phone? It's awesome. Okay, you can see here we have cutouts. Those are all going to be where the interlocking, it's kind of like tongue and groove, guys. If you guys know anything about lumber and stuff like that, tongue and grooves. I won't jinx things by saying mine is great. Oh, okay, good. So this is what the tool is for. You're just going to pop those out so that we can put the interlocking pieces together. And this tool is awesome for that. And you just poke them through. Poke them through. Yeah, I mean, I was a little disappointed because it wasn't actually wood like I thought it was, but this is okay. It's fun. I could still customize this if I want to, so it's not a big loss. It's just not as sturdy as wood would be, but it's beautiful because it's lightweight, so it can be easier to transport and do what you want with it. Okay, and like I said, I needed 54, so that was 54. I've got to have 55, 57, and 58. So this is 57, 257, 255, which is on this side, 258, which is a piece looks like we're going to have to bend and fold to make the shape that we want. And then 256 is the finishing door, which I will pop out also. So we already have it in our face. And of course, this board is complete, so we can dispose of it. Get that out of our way. And the door section, again, has those little pop-outs. We're going to pop those out ahead of time, just so it saves us time in the end. Honestly, does it really save us time? If you think about it, no. Okay, so same thing here. These have the pop-outs. And we've got those ready to rock and roll. So did anybody do anything fun this weekend? I'm going to live vicariously through you guys. What did you guys do this weekend? Okay, this piece here, all right, we've got our board. The main, this is the base, and it's telling us that the number is on the upside, so we're going to have it facing upwards. because that's how we're going to have to put all of this together. And then this section here is going to be folded. I've got to pay really close attention to this and how they're doing this. Okay, so it's folded here. And I have noticed on the skeleton part that I did on the fold, sometimes it was coming apart. So that's where I put the touch of glue in just to support the edges of the fold. So those two get folded down. This one it's a long fold across the center that I'm going to fold downwards so that we get the shape that they're looking for. These are actually, I believe, interlocking pieces, the smaller pieces. And according to this, the numbers are in the inside track. So I'm just going to make sure I'm putting those on the right way. All right, this one, see these, and these two pieces here. The 57 and the 55 are two different. You can see the different shapes. This one's got an extra notch in it, and this one doesn't. So we got to make sure that we're putting it on the right side. And it shows here in the instructions by number what side goes on which end. So this is the 255, and it goes on this end. And it goes right here into this section here, and it's going to lock in on the top. So pop that in, and then lock it down on the top. And that's pretty much it, guys. This one goes on the other side. According to the directions, that's where the number goes. Numbers always face inward so that you get the wood grain on the outside. And then we pop it in there, lock it in on the top. And like I said, what I will probably do is add a touch of glue to each of those so that they stay in place. And let's see. Okay, let me see what everybody's saying. My God, my glasses are blurry. I can't see shit. I annoyed people all this weekend. Hi, TARDIS. How are you? I volunteered for Nico, a cat rescue organization. They need funds urgently. Oh, my goodness. So hopefully you raised funds that you needed. I know all of our pet rescues, they all need it. Anytime I have anything extra that, I can give, I give, because it's usually food and like cat beds and stuff like that. So it's great when people can give a little extra. Okay, guys, so this is what we've got. Now they're telling us to put this piece into the base. And of course, like I said, the numbered side is facing up. And then we're going to lock this into the base here. So it goes into... Does it go there? Well, it don't go there. I got to make sure I'm putting this stuff in the right place. How is that locking in? I'm a little confused. If I put that there, what are those locking into? I don't know. All right, what I'm going to do first is add the end pieces and see, because I think I might be misunderstanding this. Might have to go this way. Yeah, it goes that way because it doesn't line up on the other side. So according to the instructions, that part was wrong. So we're going to lock that down because that's where these holes line up. They're trying to pull a fast one on me. So those are locked in. So where it looks like in the instructions that they wanted you to have the number side faced up, no, face down. So that this corresponding piece locks in. That's what we've got going on here. And now we're going to put on our end pieces. And those, you can see here, let me show you. Notch on each of those sections. That's where it's going to fall into and lock in, and it'll lock in at the base. I mean, if you keep going, I don't see what this would take. It might take 7 hours. Of course, we haven't gotten into the intricate, decking and all of that stuff. So maybe, because I think if you really work at it, it might be less than 7 hours. And of course, if you're like me, where you just keep going because you want to, you're excited about seeing the finished piece. So I don't know, it might not take 7 hours. All right, I got to turn this to my advantage, guys, so I can apply pressure in the right spots just to get that to work without, destroying the whole thing. And these pieces are tight on this one. And the only other issue is, like I said, it's not wood, so you can't like trim it like you would if it was a piece of wood. I could shave the end and make it so it was a smoother connection. I'm trying to do this without causing any damage. Sure. Because those don't want to slide. All right, what I'm going to do is take my utility knife. Hey, Jay, how's it going? I'm going to take my utility knife and run it through that section to see if I can get that to smoothly flow into space there, because it's hanging up on something without, trying to cut my finger off. Anything that's going to work, because I don't want it to bend. Unfortunately, that's what's going on here. There we go. Oh. Come on, work with me. There, I do a little wiggle jiggle there to get that to cooperate. Turkey. I didn't want to slide. So I might have the same issue. I'm going to glue these in so that it stays stable. So how's it going, Jay? I hope you had a great weekend. Always make sure to put pressure in the right spot. That's right. Because if you don't, it's just not going to, you're not going to achieve the same results. You know what I mean? I might have to raise this up a little, or actually move the camera so you guys can see a little better. So be patient with me while I screw around with this. Autofocus. And let's see if I can get this to move down. There we go. So you guys get a better look-see. Maybe a little bit more. Okay. So here we go. So you guys aren't missing nothing. I'm going to figure it out. New camera. I got to play around with it a little bit. Now, see, now I had issues with the other side. I'm going to take the utility knife and I am going to kind of run it up inside that slot. Kind of shave it up a little bit. Maybe that'll help with a smoother connection than what we were dealing with earlier. I hate to have to, I don't like to roughhouse it, Of course, some people like it rough. Some like it hot. Some like it rough. You never know. Going good, thanks. How about you? Oh, Jay, don't ask. It's been a crap day, but it's gotten better since I've gotten on here to hang out with you guys. But otherwise, I look forward to a better tomorrow. You got to keep positive, because otherwise, might as well just pack it in, right? Oh, there we go. See, that helped out. Look at that. Bam, right down. It went down, guys. It went down. So there that is. Beauteous. And then, of course, now the battery pack is going to go inside this compartment, and then we will apply this door to close it off. And so I'm going to disconnect the battery pack, and I'm going to show you how that is connected, guys. I'm definitely going to have to make room on this table because this freaking thing is huge. So this is how it's connected. You can see how it is clipped. And all we're going to do is just remove those pieces. Pops right off, which I love these kind of connectors when it comes to wiring. It makes it so much easier. Now we're going to move that shit back up out of the way and show you how this is going to be inserted. Let's see. Piggy, no, it won't be enough. We had to do it both weekends. Normally hold stalls every month, roadside. Shakes events also organize funds, but they are risky. Oh my goodness. Every time I use a sharp knife like that, I end up slicing myself. So my wife has banned me from using them. Oh God, Jay. Tell her it builds character. See, like I have, well, these come with multiple blades. This one I use the most, but you always see me go like this. I'm terrible with it. But I have, this is the smaller one. And then we have the big bad boy. And they come in handy for everything. But yeah, I've stuck myself. I've done all kinds of this. It's terrible. Just terrible. Okay, that section there where it punched out where it looked like a little bat, that's where those wires are going to come through. And you're going to run that through this section here. You can see that slot there. So we're going to run these two cables through that slot and through our little bat. Oh, sure, that's going to be real easy, right? I could have said something before I put it together. That's where the tweezers are going to come in handy to help guide the line. Oh, yes. Come on. Come to mama. Did it. Bam. Love it when a plan comes together. So see how beautiful that sits right in there? You guys can you see her? It's in there. Ouch. I can turn on some more light. There you go. So now you can see that's where the box goes. This is where the wiring comes out. And then when we put it together with the ship, we just clip them in and it fits beautiful. Of course, we're not going to put, maybe I should put the batteries, leave the batteries in. Good idea. Good idea. Before I close up the door. So let's put the batteries back in. Then we won't have to do it later. Just, just the thought. Get that to turn. There we go. Let's put our batteries back in. I love the green light. Green's my favorite color anyway, but that green light is awesome. And it's going to look really spooky once we get the whole ship together. And I still want to customize it. I don't know how yet. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to make little skeletons to go on the deck. That'll come later. I'm just trying to think of how I'm going to do it. Okay, so now we're just going to screw that down, hold them in there. Beauteous. Okie dokie dokie. So there we go. We've got that in. Let's get those wires in the right place. Oh, turn this around because I've got it wrong. How are you going to turn it on if you can't get to the knob, Lord? And what to see here? It says every time I have to be careful around sharp objects too. Oh, we have to supervise you guys. Terrible. We have one of those knives with a cap on it. The cap is on tight, and we already have a big accident trying to take it off. So now it's just lying around collecting dust. Oh, excuse me. These are supposed to have caps too. I never put them on. I just make sure that if they're not sitting here laying on the side, then I have them in my can here where they're pointed down to keep me from stabbing myself. Same thing with the sharp pick here. There's a curved end and then there's a pointed straight end. I always have the curved end up and facing away from me so I can grab it from the back side. Otherwise, yeah, I'm always stabbing myself. Always. So if I drank excess amounts of liquid, I would probably spring a leak. My son bought me an expensive Japanese knife. The first time I used it, I sliced my wedding ring finger. I had to buy a new ring uh, because of scar tissue. Oh, geez. My son did that one year, bought me professional chef knives for Christmas. I love them. But I would let nobody else use them because, yeah, one wrong move. Oh, yeah, yeah. But they're beautiful knives. Excuse me. The drink was supposed to help me keep me from choking, and it did the opposite. Okay, so now we're going to be putting on that door. Oh, see, okay, and this is the large puncher here is for the switch, and then these connectors will hold it in place. And we're doing it this way. No, we're not. It's got to go that way because that's where the knob is. So that should, yes, there we go. I got it lined up right. And those are going to lock into place. You just push it in, lock it all up so nobody sees the box. And of course, you can't glue that in because you'll have to remove it to replace the batteries. I stabbed myself doing dishes. Oh, I cut myself the washing butter knives. That's pretty sad, isn't it? But see there now you have access to the switch. It's all locked in, and then it's accessible for when you need to change out the batteries. The design on this is pretty awesome. The only thing that I'll probably, like I said, glue in is the decking part, so it holds all of that together, so it doesn't come apart on us. Which it doesn't because it's a tight fit, but yeah, you never know. I'm trying to get the avocado stone out of the avocado over the Christmas, and slipped and stabbed right through. Oh, Pinky! Yikes! Yeah, you're not supposed to stab. You're supposed to, the motion where the avocado and you just go like that with the knife. It goes right into the. Unless the avocado falls out, then it's going to go into the flesh of the hand. Not gonna feel so good. So let's check to see what we are doing next. Well, that was pretty simple, wasn't it, guys? That's what I'm saying. They give you an estimate, like I said, we didn't get into like. Look at this. This is a couple pages ahead. All those detailed pieces. So maybe 7 hours. I probably should have kept track, right? You sound as bad as me, Pinky. Yeah, my God, you people are dangerous. Holy moly. Okay, guys, this is the next part. Are you ready? Are you ready? Oh, crap. Open my big mouth before I even looked at the page. We are going to start doing the hull of the ship. Can you guys see that hot mess? Look at that. Are you up for it? We're going to get it started. And we're going to see what the hell we're doing. Let me clean up this quick little mess here. Plastic bag we don't need. Get it out. Get out. Clean up. I always have my garbage can right down there so I can deposit the trash. Blood thinner, so it's not. Oh my God, yeah, it's not. Well, that's why my husband calls me a bucket ass, because I'm always falling, tripping on something. So that's the norm for me. I can look at a doorway and walk into it. Does anybody else do this? I think it and then I do it. Like I say, oh God, I better watch out for the corner of that table. I'm gonna smash my leg into it. And what do? I walk by it, smash my leg into it. Do I curse myself or what the hell? I don't know. I really don't know. Turn it upside down and push on the seed with your thumbs and it pops out. Good idea. I don't really care for avocado. Never did. But I've always done the knife trick. So, but that's better. Or people use a spoon. Pop it out with a spoon. Pinky wanted to be fancy and do it like the big wigs do and the knife trick. It didn't work out. It's not dinky, but somehow the chat already gone into kinky. Like I say, you don't know, Mark. You don't know. You know what goes on here. You should not be surprised. Crying out loud. One person, what was the last one he was talking about? He missing his butt, and that was it. Everything just went to hell in a handbasket. There you go. See, Julie does it the safe way. She uses a spoon. That a girl. Okay, so we do not. You know what this is, guys? Haha. Hey, stupid Laura. This is the base that the ship sits on. That's what this is. It didn't tell us in the book, but that's exactly what that is. So we're going to set this aside because we're not going to be needing this for a while. So we're going to put that up there out of the way so it doesn't get damaged. And the next pieces they are calling for are for the front end of our ship, which is 17, 21, and 22. Ooh. This is going to get interesting. Okay, let's find, these are the higher numbers, so I'm going to put these all the way back on the bottom. Along with Mrs. Cowboy doesn't come here. Yes, the cowboy, Pinky, the cowboy thing was awesome. I've got to learn how to do that. Get people's heads on bodies and stuff to pictures and stuff I want to make up for the magazine. And no, I have to bother everybody else. Hey, can you do this? Because apparently I'm incompetent. Mrs. Prism, she's Team Spoon too. Yep. Knife to stick so that that's the Mr. His trick. Yeah. Everybody's got to be Team Spoon. Steph. Are you feeling better, Steph? Poor Steph has been dealing with some shit too. You can see this one's starting to swell up. Look at that. I used to have such beautiful hands. What the hell happened? Man, I try not to look at it. I just got, and again, I apologize for bad nails. 17. Let's find 17. You know, I look at that and I think, God, what the hell, man? I used to have such lovely hands. And they're getting old. I'm getting old hands now. Just not right. Okay. This is not on this one. We need 20, 21, and 22. And we got to find it. It's not on that one. 21, 22. Let me look, see. 7, 23. Eureka. She says, I'm stressed as F, but this makes me feel bad. Oh, I'm glad. Oh, look at close up. I got to do the settings. I don't know how to make it stop doing that. But I'm very happy with the camera. It's doing what it's supposed to, and it just makes it for a better show for you guys. All right, 20. What the hell did I say? Running my yap. 21, 22. So it's this piece here too that we're gonna do. I don't know if Bill is lurking. You're missing out, Bill. Ship is a guy thing. You should be into it, man. Okay, and this has also a bunch of sections that we have to punch out. So let's punch it. Punch it out. Sometimes I'm the wooden spoon. I'm the Punisher. Ooh, fresh. Freshy. Now these have all scoring on there because these are all going to bend to form that the hull of the ship. But let's poke out our little pokes, our little poke holes. Poke. I used to do that to my husband just to annoy him, piss him off. I get my finger and I go poke. Get the hell out of here. Anything to be a smart ass. Keeps him on his toes. So there we go. So we've poked out all our holes. That kind of looks like the shit. What's that? Oh God. You know what I'm talking about? The scary creature there from the movie. Oh my God. That's it, guys. Lock me up. I'm shot. How's it going, Tom? Predator. Oh, that looks like the Predator. Sporking. Thing is, Steph, I'm married, so don't get to do very often. You don't get this. No sporking. Sporking. Oh my God, Stephanie. Okay, so we gotta get our ship and get it over here. Yeah. I'm missing a lot. I can see that already. I'm going to put our pieces to the side and get the hull or the skeleton of our ship back over this way. But so much later without that battery pack on it. Have the front of it. What is it? Is that the bow, the front, or the ass? Which one is it? I forget. I'm not a seaman. Because 17's got to go in the front here in this area. So I'm going to see where they want us to attach it to. 17. Nope, that's not 17, Laura. Get your shit together. That is the Predator piece is 17. And it has a fold in it. This is going to lock into this back section in here underneath the deck. And then the nose part's going to be bent up to accommodate the next piece. And it's going to rest on here, I'm assuming. Yes, the bow is the front. Thank you. See, yeah, I could never remember that. I remembered this time. She said seaman. Yeah, see, I'm not a seaman. I worked with a girl. Her last name was Seaman. They used to harass her. It's just wrong. And she'd be like, yeah, I've heard it all. Can you imagine going through life with that last name? Oh, she must have had a hell of a time. All right, I'm just double checking to make sure I know what I'm doing. It doesn't show it where it is flush with the deck. But I'm going to make sure by looking at the other photos to make sure that I'm doing this right. Yeah, it's not flush with the deck. So it's going further down, so it's going to rest on this nose piece here. So we're going to slide that in. Make sure it's all the way in there. And I think she is. All right, now when I seen the previews for this puzzle, this build, the people said that they had issues with the bow construction. Things weren't staying together. So I'm thinking that I'm going to have to glue this into place so I don't run into the same problems that they do. I know, isn't it terrible? It's not flush. So I'm looking at it from all angles. And I'm thinking I'm going to have to glue that section because that was the one complaint that the girl had on the video that I watched, where she said that because there's going to be a lot more going on to this, so it was kind of heavy. And she says it wasn't staying together. It took a while for them to get it to stay together. So I'm thinking I'm going to save myself that ass sake and just put a little dab of glue here and there to hold it into place. I think that's the safest route to go. Because last thing I need is more stress. Yeah, the old wives' tale always through a penny over your shoulder to help not to cut yourself. It doesn't work. Oh, you said it's asses. And I popped the cherry. So let's get a little dab of glue on our palette so that we can spot glue it. And that's when I'm going to use my hook. Mateys. Go wild, glue it. Yeah. We're going to, my hearties. We're going to glue that section just to save ourselves a little ass ache. And it's not a big deal. If I have to remove it, I can always just pop it off. So I'm going to take that straight pointed edge, as you can see, just a little dab of glue in that one section, just to hold her together. And just let it sit there for a second and dry before we continue. That'll give you a chance to get caught up on what all you freshies are talking about. Kind of ironic that the part that isn't flush is where the head is. That would be toilet for the rest of. Oh yeah, I know that. But I was always screwing. What end is the bow? What's the? And that's why I never got into sailing. It's just too much stuff to learn. Popping cherries now. Well, you heard it. Pop. So we've got it. Let's check. Nope. We gotta let it dry a little bit before I go and put more crap together here. And then we're gonna move on to part 21. That's this beautiful part here. And that is going to be connecting to this front edge underneath, because this piece is going to be bent up. That's exactly what it looks like, that I'm going to be bending that section up. But you know what? I had it upside down, guys. Hey, Laura, touch hole. Let's try that again, because I had the bend on the wrong side. See, that's what I'm saying. You've got to really pay attention. It happens. We all walk around sometimes with our heads in our ass. Let's try her again. Slide that in there. Slide it home. Always get support from the back end, they say. Is that all the way in? I don't think it's all the way in. Come on. I gotta push a little harder. Now the trick I found out with this is you grab the main under beam here, and then you push that piece on there. See, it's locking in. I didn't have it locked in before either. It is slid all the way in there, locked in place. So now we can flip it back over. Make sure that glue is holding that bad boy down. And then this way, see, when I've got the bend in the right section. I've got it. I tell you. And 21 is the next. And this is we're going to bend and shape it and fit it into those first set of notches there that we have. All we need now is Crow here to, oh, geez, I know. He brings the chaos. The keel. All right, that's the back end, right, Mark? Mark is our seaman guide. He's going to learn us. He's going to learn us well. Okay. So, according to what the instructions show, I'm going to show you. We'll get it to where it bends. There we go. This is the piece we're working on, and it's showing which direction to attach this to the bow section there. The large tab, you see there's a tab there at the bottom. That is going to be facing downward. So, oh, thank you, Steph. How are you, sweetie? He's a lot of fun. Yeah, he is. He comes up with some of the wild. Actually, it was funny. when we were at the hospital, we went into the cafeteria because nobody had eaten anything. Did they have hot dogs? And then we went over to the condiment section, and I started laughing because there was a big thing of mayonnaise packets. So I'm telling my sister, you should try mayonnaise. I heard it's great. She's like, oh, I ain't doing that. She wouldn't go for it. I tried Crow. She wouldn't go for it. So if you're lurking, we were. So now I'm gonna just roll this piece slightly to shape the shape that we need, so it fits into those two tabs. So we're gonna push one in, push it real good. Push it. And we're going to slide over that other one. Does that lock into that front there? No. Okay. Just checking. Just a checking. And we got to get that other piece in there. That other tab. So I'm going to have to turn this to my advantage, guys. So I can see where the hell I am. Pushing that piece down. Getting that tab into that slot. That tab's a little weak, guys. It's a little weak, so I'm going to have to be ginger with it. Ginger. And I'm going to have to glue that one too because it's not going to stay. So again, I'm going to have to pop that cherry. That's what she said, Laura. There it is again. A little bit of glue on the palette. Is Sage here? Hello, dear Sage. Sorry I'm late. Just came in from the shop. Did you buy anything good? Did you buy me anything? I always tell her like that. Did you buy me a prize that you can enjoy? Okay, a little dab of glue. And we are going to, I always do it from the underside, guys, so it doesn't show. I mean, it's clear anyway, but just looks better when you glue from the underside. Now I can see what they were talking about. They had issues in that video. She said that was the one issue. This was a great build, but that was the issue. The front end had issues of staying together. So we are going to make sure it stays together because I don't want any issues. A little bit of glue. I'm going to put it right into that slot. And I just dropped my part, and I think I stabbed myself in the foot. Turn this over and get this into place without wrecking anything. Come on, you can do it. Excuse me, let me get the part that I should say the tool that I dropped on the floor that's stuck into my foot. Excuse me. Let's see, that other side popped out. So that, yeah, definitely is an issue. So I'm going to have to hold that one down and put this one back in. There we go. Come on. I got it into place. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just hold this section just a wee bit until that glue takes hold. Making sure that there we go. That's cool. So I'm going to hold it just for a second, guys, so that it stays in place. Also, if you have an issue where you don't feel that it's come through the slot all the way, need a little extra help, get yourself your tweezers, grab a hold of that and pull it up through. And that helps out a lot. Whatever ones work better. Just push that up there. Okay. She's in, Captain. So we're just going to hold that and let it set for a minute. Hello, Miss Raven. Hello. Didn't realize it was that late. I was working and lost track of time. That's okay. Well, I kind of went on, I don't know, about 3-4 minutes earlier. I said, what the hell? Why not? Everybody was popping in. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Like I said, with this, you can be a little rough, but not too rough, because then you don't want to bend or misshapen the piece. I'm going to take a little bit more glue and add it just in the top section, right in the slot itself. Added security, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Arr, that's right, me matey. Yes, pirates. Even though we don't know jack shit about ships, Mark's teaching us. Good to know my Twinkie fingers haven't lost their touch. All right. So I'm gonna let that sit. Let that rest. But that's what we've got. There it is. We've wrapped it around. So it's closing off that section. And I want to double check because that one thing does not come through. It's bent up. It's not going through that piece. It's not. There we go. Ah, there. Now it is centered. She wasn't centered, guys. So now it's, you can see there, it is centered. Beauteous, beauteous. And then the next piece that will go on below that will be this one. But I want that to set up a little bit before we play around with it. Hello, hello, James. Almost crumpet time. Haha. Wonderful. No crumpets here. I'm hoping I can go shopping at some point tomorrow. I don't know. If I'm still alive and can't get tomorrow. We'll see. I got to get at the store at some point. Or just give my husband a list and have him go. But then I get millions of phone calls while he's at the store. Is this what we got to have? You know, and I can write it down in detail and he'll still do that to me. Is this what you mean? But I'd rather have that anyway, and instead of him coming home with some kind of crap that we don't even need. My PS4 is so damn noisy. Ah, PS4. Raven just woke up. Did you have a restful sleep? Say yes. She really is a vampire. She works that nightlife. To be young again. Because I used to do that too. I used to do like movie, oh god, movie binges, and I would watch like Harry Potter. Throw that out there. I would watch them all in one night, and I didn't go to bed till like 4 or 5 in the morning, or just stay up. Now, are you kidding me? I'm in a coma by. I try to stay awake and I fall asleep and then I wake up again, and then I get ready for bed. It's terrible. I mean, I told you guys that before. My prayers are, please, just a good 5 hours sleep. That's all I ask. Doesn't happen all the time. Oh, but I forgot to tell you guys. We were at the hospital. When we were at the hospital earlier today, I was bitching to my sister. I said, I got to get something. I am just so shot from all of this. She had a bag of those gummies with her. She was, here, take these. She told me, like, eat half the bag. I said, I'm not doing that. I've never had these stupid things. And so I can imagine, if I did that, could you imagine what it would be like now? Oh my God. I have no effect on what those gummies do. So if anybody out there's experienced the gummy experience, let me know, because I told her I'll take a little tiny bit and we'll see how it works. She's like, no, eat the half of the bag. And they're sour ones. Shit, I didn't even think of it. I should have brought them in so you guys could see them. They're the CBD gummy things, and she had some and she gave them to me, and I'm like, okay, I'll have to try them, but I'm going to do a little to take 1/4. That's okay. Yes, that's what I'm thinking. She's telling me to eat the half the bag. I'd probably be totally wasted right now if I did that. Of course, it might not be a bad thing because she knows the stress that I'm under. So I figured I would take a little, don't do it, Laura, then stream live. I know. Or do it, Laura, then stream live. That might be pretty scary stuff. I don't know, man. There might be some really colorful language that might come out. It'd be like, hey, what up, mother effers? And what are you up to? Okay, let's check this. You could sit a little bit longer, but I think we could get away with putting on this next piece. That's in a place there. I was wondering. But that doesn't go down any further. So that's as far as that one goes. CBD, they're pretty benign. Are they? They will physically relax you without the mental high. See, yeah, I've never played with any of that stuff. So it's Mars said that would be hilarious. Yeah, it'll be a show, that's for sure. I was a drug worker, by the way. All right, so I don't know. All right, I'll take a little bit and we'll see what happens. I really want to try that on a live. Oh my god! Actually, if you guys want to see them, I'll go grab them because they're in my purse. And actually, I forgot all about them. They totally help with the pain. See, that's why she gave them to me. Because, like I said, my hands are just. Actually, the swelling's gone down a little bit, so something's good going on here. But yeah, they're just little tiny gummy characters. They're sour, and I hate sour, but oh well. I figured I'll just nip off a little piece and give it a shot. Can't hurt, right? Or can it? You need the THC ones. Compared to the meds you have been on, Laura, they are pretty safe. Yeah, because the only thing I take is, blood pressure medication. And I eat Tylenol because everything else I'm allergic to. So if I don't have an issue with that, then I'm good. How many milligrams are each gummy? I don't know. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna go grab them, and you guys can fill me in. Let me go take a look. See. I'll be right back. Back it up. Back it up. Okay, guys. They are. Oh no, they are the THC stuff. I didn't know that. Yeah, the THC, and they're 600 milligrams. That's what they are. Steal your blanket. I take the CBD, CBN gummies each night. Helps me sleep. Okay, what's the difference between the THC and the CBC? James is like, oh, all right. Now that's scaring me, James. What? All aboard. Oh, no. Are you kidding? Look how cute those little characters are, though. Yeah, what's the difference? I have no idea. What is the difference? Hot diggity dog. Oh. The two of you, all right, you guys got me worried. What is the difference? Mine are 25, 5 milligrams from Wild Company in California. Diet Coke versus the real deal. THC gets you high, CBD doesn't. Less than that, Julie. Oh, no. Oh, no. Take a fifth. Okay. So there's just like a little tiny little sliver off the. Oh my God, I'm going to kill my sister. She probably did that on purpose to get me loaded because she told me to eat half the bag. I'll do those with you, Laura. Oh my God. Oh, I'm going to kick her ass. I don't know where they're from. It doesn't. And I can't read the stupid warning things on it because it's so damn small. Chew off a foot. Okay. Your pain will go. Oh boy. That will turn you into a space cadet if you have too much. THC active. All right. Oh my God, I'm going to kill her. It doesn't say where they're from. I have no idea who makes these stupid things. But yeah, 600 milligrams. So holy shit. Half the bag. That's what she told me. And she goes, eat half the bag. And of course her husband looks at her. Don't tell her that. Oh my God. Thing is, I don't like gummy stuff, so it's gonna be because it grosses me out. I don't like anything that sticks to my teeth. All right, I'm gonna open them just to see what it smells like. Oh my God, they smell so fruity. Probably don't take while you're on a live stream. Oh my God. All right, you guys, this is too funny. If I can get it open, I can't even get it open. Here we go. Which I just so I could see. Whoo, damn. Yeah, they're big. I'm gonna take one out. They're freaking big. Just swallow it. Take one tonight or just bite one in half and see how you feel. At least you'll get, I know they take hours to take effect anyway. And this one is laughing. It's got a big old happy smiley face on it. Oh, I'm gonna see her tomorrow. She's freaking smart ass. Keep in mind, it takes around 30 minutes to kick in, so don't take too much at once. This could be good. Do take it now. Oh God, you guys are terrible. You guys are terrible. I'd say she'd feel it in about 30 to 40 minutes. Because I've never done anything like this. Oh, I'm gonna kill her. Half the bag, smart ass. 30 minutes to 2 hours. That's how long it takes. And the strong smell. Here's a little red dude. I don't know what the hell that's supposed to be. Oh, so these are supposed to be cherries, I think. Ugh, it's even sticking to my fingers. Gross. Varies on loads of things. 1/4 of one. Seriously, if you haven't ever, I've never done anything like this. Never. 10 minutes. Don't feel anything. Take 2 more. Just don't order any more kits online. When you do it, you'll end up buying a real ship. Oh my God, you're right. Oh, man, my sister's the devil. Oh my God. We'll see. I get so. Have you got snacks? No, I don't have any snacks in the house. I have pears. I don't think that'll do it. I'd eat the whole bag. I did it once with Coke, with a cola bottle one time. Forgot that they had THC in them. Haha. Oh my God. Hi, Rob. The time I was making grilled cheese in the middle of the night because of the munchies. Oh, jeez. So that's what this stuff does. You'll eat like oh yeah, I don't need to eat like crazy. My ass is big enough. I don't So yeah, it'll be if I do it a little bit at a time. I'm worried about is there any kind of like allergic reactions? Split one in quarters and eat one, or put three in your mouth and suck. Hey KK, how's it going? You need snacks. I don't have nothing, so yeah, I ain't gonna do it. You're gonna be munching on pears. I only got 3 pears left. So I'm screwed. If you only eat half of one, the worst thing that'll happen is you'll wake up in the morning having signed up for a law degree. Oh my Jesus. Hi, Rob. Laura's learning about. Yeah, I don't know anything about this stuff. So if you get the munchies, what if you eat more of the gummies? Oh no. Oh, that's why you need other snacks around. I don't usually buy snacks. That's the thing. I have fruit in my house and I have 1 orange and 3 pears left. I'm hoping to run to the store. Nobody has ever OD'd on them. Okay. Well, I was worried about allergy issues. I don't want to go back to the hospital. I've been there enough in the last few days. Last thing I need is to go in there because of me. She'll sleep if she takes it right before bed. But am I going to, oh God, but I have to wake up early to take care of mom. Still haven't had my crumpet yet. So we have to go to James's house and eat his snacks. Oh my God, my sister's so bad. Of course, I don't listen to her because I know that's what she'd do to me. She'd set me up and I'd be shot. 1/4 of the gummy, you start slow. Okay, Julie. Maybe even less. No one ever died in history because of. Okay. What a saint. I was just looking for Reese's cup minis. Oh, I don't have that stuff around here. Allergies are rare with it. Okay. There's always dog. Yeah, we got a whole bin of dog food. Not doing that. Betty said, just eat a nibble. Yeah, okay. That's what I'm. If I do it, it'll be a nibble. And I'll keep the allergy pill right next to me. People have gone to the hospital because they took too many. They had a bad trip and panicked. Oh, yeah. Oh, God, no. Yeah, so I'm just going to like cut off a tiny little smidge and we'll see how that goes. Yikes. Oh, God. This is going to be an experience. So we'll see how it works. Does my husband have to worry? Am I going to want to chase him around? It's bad enough he gets chased around now and I get away. I've got nothing to blame for my law degree other than my own stupidity. I don't have time to get into a law degree. Okay, so this next section is going to go right here, guys. We're going to pop that into place without wrecking anything. Oh my God. I could see it now. If I took a whole bag of those, and my husband would be like, "What the hell's the matter with you? Come here, big daddy." Excuse me. That won't happen to you, Laura. You'll be fine. Okay. Hey, Leanne. Don't know if I said hi. Okay. Don't be scared about it. It is not that serious. Okay. See, that's what I worry about. Oh, Julie says could be. Oh, geez. Yeah, I can hear him now. Get out of here. Give him one to you. So you guys have all taken this stuff. I've never taken this crap. So I'll try a little nibble. We'll see what happens. And actually, yeah, I'm gonna have to swallow it because gummies just gross me out. That's why I told you if I was ever gonna try anything like this, it'd be one of those pens. But those are like $80. And I was like, well, it ain't gonna happen now, but maybe in the future. And there's that second piece there that is locked into place. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And like I said, I'm going to add glue to those spots because of the weight that's going to be on here. It's going to cause issues. All right, first, wait, before I even start running my yap, I got to make sure to see if this upper tab interlocks with this front section. It's not saying so. So you know what that means. I have to study the photograph. I think that's what's going on too. They have to interlock. And those tabs are coming through there. So I think, yeah, according to this photo, they interlock those tabs, and then the body structure itself has protrusions. So I think I have to do that. Let's see. I've never tried gummies. It will help your hands or any aches. That's that way you guys take them because of your arthritis. That's right, Laura. Swallow it because spitters are critters and chewing is not recommended. Well, hey, you never know. Yeah, can't stand gummies. Never did. Well, the swelling went down a little bit on this hand. It's not too bad. This one still sucks. And the wrist area is just shot. So I'm going to order those arthritis gloves. So next time I'm on, you're gonna see me wearing them. I've got to get the swelling and pain under control. Has anybody ever used those? The copper arthritis gloves? That's what they're calling them. Okay, so I'm going to remove this piece because I got to see how I'm going to lock this in. I got to see. And it's the way it looks like it locks in with this section. And then this piece goes in there. We got to find out. See, that's why I wish a lot of these directions were a little more detailed so I know what the flip I'm doing. I've got to look again. Because it's not saying on here to interlock this section, but according to what I see in the photograph, that's what it looks like. That goes there. That goes there. And then that one piece comes through. We's going to figure it out. My brother-in-law has some medical stuff to help control his Parkinson's, and it works well. Oh, that's great. My mom has. She likes the gloves. Oh, does she? Okay. Yeah, because my hands were huge yesterday, and I'm thinking, okay, I've got to find something. The ones I take are elderberry flavor, very pleasant. Oh, nice. Well, my sister, she likes the sour stuff, so that's what she had. Compared to sleeping pills, the side of pills, I said bills. Did you guys hear that? Sleeping pills, the side effects are less nasty. Yeah, I stopped taking sleeping pills. I was a proper stoner for years, but gave up. Yeah, see, I don't. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I years and years ago, you know, had marijuana, but it wasn't a habit. It wasn't something I did very often. And this kind of stuff now, I don't know nothing about it. I have 3 of those pens, one for sleep, one for an upper to make you happy, one that's mild that takes the edge off. Even got the ice cream. Got to be careful with that though. So my skin hurts, too sensitive to. See, that's what I was wondering about, Julie, because I have issues, yeah, with people touching me because of the pain. And like right now here, like if I do this, it's very painful. And it's very light touch, but it's very painful. So that's what I was a little concerned about I'm going to try it. If it's too much, then I'll take a gummy. Don't we have fun, Julie? All this shit that causes us problems. Okay, I'm going to have to examine this thoroughly to see that I'm doing this correctly. Because according to the photograph, let me see. That's the first piece, the second piece, and that knob goes through that. Okay, so that does not overlap. This goes down here. That pops in there. And this goes up there. That leaves one hell of a gap. We've got a gap, guys. Is it correct? Who knows? We gonna find out. Do I slide that tab in there? Is it going to pull that up? See, like I say, first ship build. Miniature houses I got down. Know everything that's going on. This is all new to me. So that goes underneath, I'm assuming. So let me take this one out again on this side and put it under that first section. I think that's what the story is here. I'm going to get caught up on what you guys are saying. Gummies are better than smoking it. I do like the CBD. They're brilliant for sleep, relaxing pain. Sometimes vape, but that's rough on the throat. Yeah, I tried the vape thing once. I almost choked to death. And I smoke. And I said, oh my God, it's awful. I did have a pen that was an oil vape. But that was a long time ago. And that made me cough. So, and it really didn't do much. All right, I don't know. I've got to bend this more, apparently, to get that to stay in the tab. Yeah, these are definitely going to have to be glued, guys, for them to stay in place. But that's where, yeah, that gap is there. So that's what that's going to look like. I didn't have it in the right spot. I'm going to try to sneak my fingers in there to get that in there correctly. There we go. There we go. So that's how that is going to look. And see, the beauty of it is there's a whole nose section that's going to come over this, as you can see here. So that's going to cover that whole section. So the gap is not a big deal, apparently. We're going to find out. But here it shows where it's like it fits perfectly, and it doesn't. Let's see. If you can, Laura, just go to the proper shop and ask a pro. Tell them, oh. It jumped on me, guys. Let me get back up here. And they can tailor your medication. Oh, yeah, that's pretty much what I probably need to do. I saw someone make popcorn in that kind of oil. The THC oil. Oh, really? Yeah, this was just a little pen. It had the oil in it. And like I said, it was, I don't know. I really didn't notice anything different. Hello, Miss Cheza. But it did make me cough. And so I didn't use it very often. Has anyone kept them long enough? It's like a little ciggy. Yeah, it's like a little, actually, I had for around like 5 years. And it finally like dried up on me. So I threw it away. Because I didn't use it that often. Gotta go. Some dinner for the family. I'll be lurking. Okay. Oh, what are we having, Sage? I probably should eat. All I had was lunch earlier today. Hey, Chesa, good to see you. Hope you're well. Yes, it's always good to see Chesa. My phone's going bananas. I don't know if somebody's trying to get a hold of me. Oh, well, that one was my sister. Sorry, guys. I just have to check. Just in case it's about something for my mom. The other ones is just regular messages, so they'll have to wait till I'm done. So yeah, that's pretty much what I was thinking. Go to the we've got several shops around here, and just go in there and tell them what's going on, tell them issues that I have, and what would be the best thing for me to use. Because my biggest fear is allergic reaction. That's the truth. The biggest fear. I've taken this crap, and then like I said, I don't want to go to the hospital. I was there for 4 hours today. That was long enough, and I just don't want to repeat it for myself. So, okay, so I'm going to put a little dab of glue on those to hold those in place. Sorry, driving, so lurking a bit. Where are you going, Leanne? Are you going anywhere fun? Are you on your way home? Oh, there it is again. A little dab will do ya. A little dab will do ya. And then we are going to just apply a little glue to the underside of that tab and slot, just to give us a little reinforcement. And of course, it'd help if I get my big fat hand out of the way, right? So you could see what the flip I'm doing. And just on the underside, like that. And we're going to let that dry a little bit while we collect all those other pieces. So that's that fun adventure. That's what's going on there. I'm going to aim this. Actually, I'm going to sit and chat with you guys because it's been almost the 2 hour mark. I want to chat a little bit with you. And before we say our good nights for tonight, I'm going to roll myself over here so I can see you better. And let's see. That would probably be the stronger Raven. Smoke it and see. Probably not playing RE though. Well, yeah, wouldn't it freak you out? Gummies expired. Yeah, I don't even check to see. Is there an expiration date on this? Probably. No, yes. They're artificially flavored. Actually, it says naturally and artificially flavored candy. Candy. We'll go with that. But I see no date on them, so I have no idea. And of course, it just freaks me out. It's got the little pot leaf on it. Can you see it? Who would thought that we would get to the point where this stuff is legal? You see it on billboards, and I just die laughing. And this, my husband had a good question. What about all the people that went to jail for having marijuana on their possession at one time, and they went to jail for it? Did they set them all free now that it's legal? I played Dead by Daylight when I was high the first time, and I was tripping the hell out. Oh my God, yeah. They would freak me out. Crazy how something that can help a lot of people with pain has to be illegal here. Is it still illegal there? Here we have it on billboards. There's shops all over the place. You can get it at regular smoke shops, which it just blows my mind. It really does. Say goodnight, clean up, and take your gummy and sleep well. Julie, I wish I could, but there's still a bunch of shit I got to do. I am at the countdown for the magazine, and I've got stuff I've got to put in there. So after the show, that's what I'll be working on. And I think all of the work on the computer is pissing my hands off too. But I'm definitely getting an education here. I really got really bad chills after it though, so I didn't try it again. Oh. Julie says it's not legal where you really it's not. Wow. Everybody you walk by now on the street smells of it. Even in the hospital. I thought that was Jesus, man, and I hate the smell of it. I hate it. And people bitch about people that smoke and say that we smoke like, we smell like smoke, which we do. It's not a very attractive smell, but I would take that smell over the marijuana smell. It horrendously stinks. I walked past, a few guys today at the hospital, reeked of it. I'm thinking, really? I completed Silent Hill on acid, but that story for another day. Oh, okay, Rob. I was dying of laughter at the same time. Were you speaking in tongues, Raven? Oh my God. Ozzy, uh, it is on prescription. Hey, Caroline, how are you doing, sweetie? I know what a subject we're talking about. It's illegal in New Zealand and can get it in the pills and prescription only. And it's his, it's very expensive. Wow. Excuse me. Here before they made it legal, you had to go through the doctor to get the medical, and you had to have a card. You had to buy the card, and then you could go to dispensaries and get this under the medical prescription. Now, no, it's legal. You can just go and buy it. Um, well, good night, everyone. Take care. Lots of same to you, Betty. Sleep well, and thanks for hanging out with us. Tell us how it goes, Laura. Oh, I will. I definitely will. The big Rob, it's cheese and peace to you. I was vaping and a woman walked by, not close, and started fake coughing. I just rolled my eyes. Yeah, I know. Well, people are ridiculous. But some of them just, good Lord, they reek of it. And it's just, I'm thinking, oh God, it's awful smelling. I'm lucky enough to have a legal shop to use locally. Yeah. Well, we've got a couple of them here, not too far from me, but I've never stopped inside. Amsterdam is the worst offender. It smells like that everywhere. There mainly because there's a lot of tourists who smoke it everywhere. Yeah, I don't. I went into a store here locally. The whole store reeked of it, and I thought to myself, "Oh, I'm leaving." I just found it very offensive. I get it, people smoke it for a reason. Some it's just recreation, fine, but you can't just do that at home. What do you gotta go out in public and do that? And to the point where the whole store stinks of it? No. Last time I was in that store, I went somewhere else. And just like I said, with the thing that we said to the security guard at the hospital, we weren't feeling well. Hello, Wayne. How are you doing, honey? I was dealing with the shit with mom, and I was just not, just didn't want to put up with anybody's shit. And all I wanted to do was go out and have a couple of drags off a cigarette. And they were telling us that we would have to walk half a block away because it was a smoke free campus. And I told the guy, yeah, sure, that's going to happen. What are you going to do? You're a rent a cop. Shut up. They didn't say anything, they left us alone. I was by Missouri, so I grabbed some. But he doesn't seem to be affected by it. I'm a lightweight. Weed stinks bad. Yeah, it does. It just does. Just a little puff and see how you go. And of course, the look on the guy's face when I told him, I said, yeah, that's not going to happen. I'm not walking in the pouring rain over on the other side of the street just to have a couple of drags off a cigarette. I'm like, yeah, whatever, buddy. All good here, Laura. I hope you are good and well. I'm exhausted, Wayne. It's been a rough day. You'll hear about it if you watch from the beginning. You'll. I was a blubbering mess. Just issues with mom, and I need a couple of days break is what I need. So I'm gonna have to arrange to have somebody come in and watch her for a couple of days so I can just disappear, regain the strength and sanity. Oh shit, it's illegal in Sweden. Forget everything I said. Oh, Raven. We won't tell anybody. And not for nothing, most of the people there, like me, Julie, and a lot of the ladies in here, we all suffer from a chronic pain disorder. So when medication is just ain't touching it, nothing else works. We've got to try something. So whatever, you just do what you got to do. Worst case scenario, Julie, you will be sick or in a food coma from the munchies. Yeah. See, this is it. I don't. Laura, you need a break. I do. I need a break. And all I ask is for just 2 days. And if I have to lock myself in my house and turn the phone off, and I don't know, I'll get it somewhere. It's Is it legal in the UK? Oh, bless you, honey. If you need to speak, I know, Wayne, you are. I appreciate that. I had a breakdown today, and it was coming. I mean, I've been caring for my mother for years, ever since the stupid dementia garbage started, and today was the breaking point. Is it legal in Norway? See, it's yeah. Some places it's still not legal. I knew New York would jump right on board because this is another way where they could suck money out of people. It's the money sucking state. Rod, the worst thing is when you get sleepy and wake up with munchies after a nap and the snacks are already eaten. Oh my God. Yeah, see, I don't keep, there's one thing my husband bitches about. I don't keep anything like that in the house. Like right now, next to the computer, I have a box of raisins. That's the munchies I've got: raisins, pears, and an orange. I don't keep sweets and stuff at the house. Chips and all that. Sometimes I regret it because I thought, God, I could really go for like a potato chip, but I just don't think of buying that stuff. When I go shopping, I think about food that's going to be healthy for us, which kind of annoys my husband because you don't get no chips, you don't get no cake, you don't. You used to cook everything at 3 a.m. Oh my God. I was scared of getting those injections, but I'm glad I got them. Can't come off of tramadol. Nice. Yeah, see, I can't even get that. Kansas will never legalize it. That's, I believe it's got to do because of religious issues, right, Julie? Kansas area? Technically, yes, but you can get weed here on private medical care. I don't know. I've never seen anybody do a stream on this stuff. I've seen people take a nip or two and have do a stream, but because I've done that, for it was New Year's. That's the last time I had anything to drink. I think in Australia, when it comes to money sucking, don't come here. Oh, oh, they just suck you dry here in New York. It just makes you hungry. Any food will work. Okay. Well, a little low on the food department. That's why I'm saying I gotta go stop at the store tomorrow. What do I got? Nothing that really. I don't know. Hey, Cree, how's it going? Thanks. You're liking the ship. It's gonna be cool. There'll be more together the next time you guys see it. But you're getting the general idea, and of course, you didn't see the lights. Wait, the lights are really awesome. Laura, you've never seen Jimmy? Yeah, I didn't want to mention that, Raven. I've seen Jimmy. That's all Jimmy does. With most smokers, you won't notice the difference. I just eat anything that was in the cupboard, and I had some weird combinations. Well, we got pickles and I got stuff to make salad. I was driving to Burger King, but it was replaced by Burgerville. Oh, I haven't had any fast food in forever. But let's see, what do I got? Actually, yeah, stuff to make salad. Uh, I've got broccoli. Oh, I don't know what the hell else. I don't know. Just leftover stuff. So yeah, I would have to wipe out all the leftovers. Julie says no food except cat. Yeah, you don't want to eat the cat food. No pants, no pants. I know. Oh, please, thanks. Now it's gonna be in my head. I actually caught myself singing that the other day at something. I'm thinking, oh, Jimmy's wrecked me. No pants, no pants. I'm trying to think. Oh, we got cereal, oatmeal. Yummy. So I gotta get my butt to the store tomorrow. See what the hell I can find. Hey, Elvis. Oh, I don't think he could be sober for any of his songs. I know. I know Jimmy's wild. Oh, he probably will. He probably will. I was thinking about it yesterday, and I'm thinking, no, I got other stuff to do instead of going live again. Take your pants down now, dance. I know, really funny. So great. We're all gonna be singing it, waiting for Jimmy to go live. Which is gonna be hilarious. I'm stoned. I have the munchies. Ooh, broccoli, said no one ever. I know, I know, but that's what I've got. Broccoli, celery, lettuce, tomatoes. Let's see what else is there. I've got multiple kinds of cheese, but I don't have any crackers. What the hell is in there? Salami. Um, as far as, like I said, pickles. I got hot cherry peppers, stuff like that. Reminds me, I have laundry to take care of. Damn it! Oh yeah, me too. Me too. Well, I had a whole list of stuff I was going to do today. They had just all shot to shit when I had to take my mother to the hospital. That was the whole day. My oldest daughter's trying to buy one 300 for one that needs more interior work. We got this house for that 20 years ago. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I know. I really can't complain because what we get here is enormous compared to what you guys have to pay. And it's not even half of the space. That's just sick. Like my house is assessed for over 200,000, but it's a two-family home. So you've got a three-bedroom flat downstairs, and up here, ours is a two-bedroom flat. But it includes living room, dining room, kitchen, full bath. We have a yard, um, two full porches on the house, which I don't fix this summer. They're gonna fall off. But yeah, and which you guys would get wouldn't be nowhere near the space that we have. But then there's other places like Missouri and all like in the Midwest area. What we would pay for almost $1 million here, you guys have out there for only a few 100,000. Because it's been tempted. I'm thinking to myself, I might move because shit. If I get $1 million home for like 300,000, shit. Leanne's sitting in her Jeep munching. She's waiting to get ducked. Add to her duck collection. James is sleepy now. Oh no. I think about food, not healthy or unhealthy. What's on sale, and then I can make it how I want. If that's healthy, that's great. If not, oh well. Better luck next time. You get what you can afford. That's what it is. And then you just make a miracle out of it. I know, Cree. I do the same thing. Try to stretch that dollar. And even though now it's just me and my husband, it's still you still got to stretch the dollar till it almost snaps, which is ridiculous. But actually, it blew my mind. My sister, like I said, all I had was lunch today, and at the hospital, they've got this huge cafeteria where they make all the food and stuff there, and anybody can go in there and eat lunch. And she got I got a container. I don't eat the fries. Everybody else eat the fries, but you get a container of fries and a hot dog. That's why I was thinking about crow because I was laughing about the mayonnaise. Huge hot dog. It was only $5, and I was like, "What?" Now, if we went somewhere else to eat, it would have been $20 or $30. So from now on, let's just go to the hospital just for lunch. That's right. I've only got 2 boxes of rubber ducks. Yeah, you've got a lot. I've only got two. My son's got about four. He don't keep them. He passes them along. But I kept the two that I had when I had a Jeep. They're in my kitchen. The cost of living is expensive. It is expensive. It's horrendous. And actually, I was just watching a video the other day where there's this kid. He does the show with his mom and sometimes his sister, and they're talking about the differences between the UK because they live in the UK to America, and they're just amazed. They were amazed by the size houses that we can get for the money that we pay compared to what you guys have. It just blew them away. I'm afraid I will be forever renting. No, it'll happen. It'll happen. It's just me and my cat, and we can barely live. Yeah, Julie, it's horrendous. And not for nothing, I'm just saying, Kansas, you think it would be cheaper, that you could live pretty comfortably. Because I know when I lived in Missouri, I got a whole house for $200 a month. That just blew my mind. I was like, holy shit, this is cheap. But there's nothing there. That's the thing. It sucks. We're just used to New York. Our petrol is at $4 per liter in New Zealand right now. Ours is three something, I think. Three something, and it'll go up because the summer months are coming. Every time it comes time for vacation time in the summer, we get up to $4 a gallon, and they do that on purpose because they know everybody wants to go away. I'm not bothering about owning a house, Rob. I've never been either, but it would be cool. There's plus and minuses. If you rent, the landlord's responsible for repairs and upkeep. That's beautiful. When you own, it really hits the bank account. Like I said, we have to replace the shower in my father's flat. Uh, we get rid of the tub, so it's easier to wash my mom and her to get out. Um, and we had somebody come, a contractor. They wanted $11,000. I told the guy, "Well, thanks for stopping by." I said, "For $11,000, I can redo the whole damn kitchen. So we're gonna have to do it ourselves. For probably about $1,500, I can redo that whole shower unit by ourselves." I just didn't want to do it because I don't want to do the work. I'm just too tired out. But I have no choice. So I'm going to recruit all the guys in the family and tell them, get their asses over here, rip that out, and replace the other one. Right now, Leah, $4.45 a gallon. Wow. Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, liter. Yeah, it's about half a gallon. Yeah, it's expensive. That's insane. What is a vacation? I know I haven't been anywhere in so long. I'm trying to think if I went anywhere last year. I don't think I did. Because I normally do a show when I go away. up to my friends there on the lake. But I told her, I don't care. I'm coming up. So it's like $14 a gallon in New Zealand. Yeah, holy shit, show me in it. Damn, it's expensive. That moving doesn't really change me that much. I'm just being weird. Oh, yeah, I know, Julie. We have full size porches on the front of our house, which if I have somebody come and do the porches, it'll cost me about oh between $20,000 to $30,000. Anybody got a rubber check that they could write me? And they need to be done bad. So I keep patching them up. One of the posts has crushed on one corner of my porch. And I was just talking about that tonight with my brother in law. I got to go out and get myself a 4x4 or a 6x6 and put it as a support bracket so that the porch don't fall apart on me. And yeah, I could go get a home equity loan or another loan, but then that means it's another payment that's out of my budget, and it's just not going to happen. Not until I get rid of the rest of the stuff that I'm paying for. So yeah, it's, you got to make do with what you got to do. Oh, I don't know how to repair shit, so I'm getting, so renting is probably best for, exactly, Raven. Yeah, you got to learn all this stuff because contractors are expensive. I know. My husband's a a painting contractor, and people sometimes get a little snippy about what he charges, but we are about I'd say he charges about $20 less than the average contractor in our area. They're blaming it on the war. Wow. Yeah, you can learn though, Raven. It's yeah, it's learn as you go. I can do plumbing, electrical, construction work. I can do all of that stuff, and I've learned it through my lifetime because I've done it with my father. But now I'm all busted up. Last thing I want to do is gut a bathroom because I remodeled my flat that I live in. Because when we moved in here, nobody was in this second floor for about 20 years. It was totally outdated. So we remodeled everything. Make one bedroom a nightly rental and say it's haunted. I know. Make some money off of it. Why not? You learn quick. I'm not too thrilled about plumbing, but I do it because it sucks. And electrical because I've been zapped a few times and, kept the hair curly. But yeah, if anything electrical, I pass on to my son. My property taxes doubled, and I'm like, how things haven't improved yet. Yeah, I would question that because same thing. That's why people don't fix up their homes because as soon as you do any kind of improvement upon the house, the taxes go up. Fire insurance is outrageous. That's why I never hooked up the wood stove that we have because it would double our fire insurance, and I'm not doing that. So yeah, I dread plumbing. Yeah, plumbing really blows. The tub that I have is one of the clawfoot cast iron tubs, and I kept it because it goes with the decor. But the faucet on it had a bad hot water tap, and I kept replacing replacing the washer because they had like a little nick in it, and after a while it would cut the washer and the water would run. So I had to go on the search to find a faucet that was going to fit that tub. I found it eventually, and I had to take that all apart and reinstall the new, and it works beautifully now. But it's a pain in the ass. And plumbing is dirty work. It really is. One of my sons is an electrician apprentice now. He can do our electrical now, and his boss signs it off. That's fabulous because electricians are expensive, so are plumbers. Actually, my girlfriend's sister lived in this cul-de-sac area, and everybody lived there was loaded. My girlfriend's sister and her husband own a restaurant, so they had the money; they could live there. The most expensive home on the cul-de-sac was the plumber's. This house was amazing. But they charge you like you have like I don't know if you guys have Roto-Rooter out your ways. Here they charge you $200 just to walk through the door. That doesn't even include any kind of plumbing. Last year we ended up with a plumbing issue, and the snake that we have wasn't professional, and we couldn't break through the blockage. We had to call in a plumber. He was down in our basement. I am not shitting you. Not even 3 minutes. Cost us $300. Yeah. So become a plumber. It's dirty work, but they make the big bucks. If you could build an IKEA wardrobe, you could do anything. Yeah, all the things that I furniture stuff put together, I do it because I have the patience. My husband doesn't. So I've got to put all that stuff together. I've never bought anything from IKEA. I've never even seen what IKEA has, but apparently they have everything, right? I just don't know nothing about it. I didn't find it fun. A fun experience nearly smashed my phone. Yeah. Well, it would be my husband would get frustrated and he would smash it with a hammer. So, like stuff like with this, my husband won't do this because he would smash it all to hell. He just looks at me and shakes his head and walks away. Yes, I needed someone to come out and look at a 200. It come out and it's 200 plus. Yeah, just that, just the $200, just to look. That's just ripping you off. That's what that is. Our government made it so that training in a trade like electrical, plumbing, construction is zero fees. So no student loan debt to become a tradie in New Zealand. That's wonderful. Yeah, that's wonderful. I learned all that I know from my dad. My dad has always done his own mechanics, all of his own home construction. My father has degrees in electronics. So all of this stuff I learned from him because that's come on, I got a project, putting steps on the back of the house, fixing driveway, we tore down our own garage, put up a new one. So all those fun things. That's what happens when, there's no son around. It was just me and my sister. And so we got sucked into all of that stuff. There you go. Yeah, leave it to your father-in-law. I mean, I rewired the lights of the chandelier in our dining room, but I didn't hook it up. I had my son do it. Because, yeah, when I was a teenager, my first experience with being zapped was I was standing in some water and didn't realize it. And my mother's washer was broke at the time. And so my father had a switch hooked up to it so we could bypass a certain uh, stage on the washer. And I flipped the switch and lit myself right up because we didn't realize there was a bare wire showing and I touched it. Yeah, that was not a good time. So, and I've zapped myself a couple times after. I said, that's it. I'm done with electricity. I'm going to frying myself. So as far as I go with any electrical is the miniatures. You're not going to get zapped with the battery. So that's safe. It's safe to go. My front doorknob flew off today. Awesome. Now I've got to get a temporary one that I had on hand. Yeah, then that suck. Was it the screw just come loose that holds it on to the shaft, Julie? I'm good at working on diesel engine, not as good with petrols. Good for you, girl. Good for you. Yeah, I used to help with all the mechanics on the cars too. Didn't bother me though because I enjoyed it. Now, good Lord, I wouldn't be able to get down on the ground and get under one of those for nothing. I'd have to use a hoist just to get my ass back up. That sounds scary. Oh yeah, lit me right up, Mrs. Prism. It was like, and you're like, oh. It's like, yeah, that's enough of that. And my father goes, what happened? And I told him, and then he went and checked. He goes, oh, Jesus. He goes, a little bit of the wire was showing through. So he wrapped it up. So that's it. I'm not doing it until you fix the switch. So he fixed the switch. He did was just a temporary fix until he had time to get to it. I've shocked myself a couple times. Yeah, not fun. It sucks. Sucks big time. Okay, guys, we have gone half hour over that 2 hour mark. I'm sure you guys got other things to do. Some people want to go take care of their munchies. I'm going to go see what's going on, do my final run downstairs, make sure everybody's tucked away in sleepy land, and then go find myself something to eat. And yeah, I'm going to get yelled at. I didn't take my medicine today, but I've got a good reason. I was in the hospital. So you guys have a great night. Don't forget morning brew, and I got to do the thumbnail for the morning brew. So don't forget about hanging out for the morning chat. Oh, the entire thing broke. The thing that put the last one on used the wrong screw. I found out. Oh, okay. So you're going to have to install a whole new doorknob. So yeah, see, that's what it is. You got to watch what you're doing. Watch what you're doing, everybody. When you're doing those wonderful things that we got to do to keep our households running. Got to go to bed, and I hope the throat pain goes away. Oh, I hope you feel better. Oh, I know you guys made me feel better. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I needed it. I'm not in that much pain right at the moment, and I just feel so much better. 1/4 Laura, yeah. Little, I'm going to do a little nibble, Julie. A little nibble. We'll see what happens. So until then, guys, you have a great night. Everybody sleep well or enjoy the rest of your day. And we will see you in the Brew Crew in the morning. Guys, take care.